Last game for both teams before the break. Alyssa Smith counted.
That's great, a great move by Alyssa Smith. Just using her length, that high release point.
Clark stepping back and hits a three from way outside. It's Caitlin Clark.
Great job reading the defense. Her hands were up.
Not there for Rebecca Allen. Also play with Christy Wallace on Team Australia. But this Indiana offense is playing with some serious pace. And Clark has 7 assists in the first quarter.
Austin hands the ball back to Clark, who sidesteps Howard, launches, and nails a three. She makes it look effortless. Indiana and Clark get an early three here today. The Fever set up a step, then a rejection, followed by a fake dribble move, then, from way out, Caitlin drains it. Last time she played here, she racked up 19 assists, setting a new benchmark. Indiana moves the ball fluidly, and on this possession, they continue to swing it until it finds Caitlin again. A deep logo three, money. She picks up exactly where she left off. She was massive in her offensive production against Phoenix, and this time, she answers again from the top of the key with a three. Despite tight defense from Jordan Canada, Caitlin doesn't flinch. 3 gold medalists are on the court as Boston drives but can't finish. Surrounded by 3 defenders, Boston fights inside. Then comes Clark, sees the screen, launches, and hits a triple after a rough start. With a glimpse of daylight, Clark uses the inbounds play. Caitlin finds Aaliyah Boston, a slight flare screen creates just enough room, even with plantar fasciitis affecting her opponent. Her team is beating Indiana, but the Fever need that energy, and that shot might have been the most contested look Caitlin's had all night, and she still buries it. It's almost like she needs the defender in her face. Caitlin Clark is truly a once-in-a-generation talent. Off the ball, 2 Lynx defenders trail her. She stuns with deep threes, brilliant court vision, and elite playmaking. Between quarters and even mid-huddle, she brings the same high energy. Spinning over her left shoulder, Clark delivers again. Austin collects her 11th double-double of the season, and Caitlin hits a three. Maybe that timeout was perfectly timed. Give Clark even an inch of space, and she'll drive Carrington back and knock it down. So far, the Fever have given up 10 points off 6 turnovers. That's the key difference right now. Clark leans and sinks a difficult shot. She tries to shake free with Ma all over her, but she still separates and knocks it down. Caitlin Clark with a high difficulty shot. Boston contributes with a 15-5-5 game. Caitlin, meanwhile, catches, fires, and connects. It's another statement performance. Clark ends the game with 13 assists and a few key shots, showing her passing is just as valuable. Trying to break the zone, Clark hits Mitchell in the corner, a big three for Indiana. That's her 13th assist, tying the franchise record. With under 3 minutes left, Indiana trails by 12. But Clark's ready, catch and shoot, buries the three. The Fever reset. Caitlin fires again, nothing but net. She now has 14 first-half points. Ariel Atkins couldn't close out, and with the switch on to Dolson, Clark steps back and hits a triple. Steph Dolson was in drop coverage, and Clark made her pay. Now against Bam, Caitlin works her magic. A pretty step back creates space, and she drills the three. Watch that slight hand separation, that's what makes refs sometimes call offensive fouls, but everything about her game is so polished. Clark's long-range shooting stands out immediately. She can pull up from far beyond the arc with supreme confidence. On off-ball plays, she comes off staggers or pin-downs, and when she gets open, it's usually automatic. Connecticut ranks second last in the league in three-point percentage, under 29%, but Clark heats up and rattles one in. It's a back-and-forth battle. Her range is unlike anything in the game. No shot is too deep for her. Karen gets stuck on a screen from Boston. The second and third quarters have plagued Liberty so far. Let's see if they recover. Clark finally hits her first shot of the night, a pull-up 3-and-1. She was recently named WNBA Rookie of the Month. She plays with fearless confidence. With 9 points already, Clark steps back and drops another 3. That's her second deep shot. She's now got 9 points, 8 assists, and 5 rebounds. A deep 2 off a step back adds more to her stat line. Her deep threes aren't just highlight material, they're fundamental. They stretch defenses and open up lanes for teammates. Her shooting mechanics are near perfect: quick release, smooth follow-through, and the ability to shoot both off the dribble and in catch and shoot. Vegas pushes the lead to 10. Sydney Colson hits a 3, and Mitchell answers for Indiana, just their second made 3. With the shot clock off, Indiana plays for the final possession. No one picks up Clark, so she drives in for the layup and gets the N1. She's putting together a first-half masterpiece. Mitchell sprints up for the guard-to-guard screen. This is Clark's tempo, fast-paced. She finds a cutting Boston again. That's 5 assists in just over 5 minutes. She's doing everything here in the first quarter. Vegas runs in transition, a known weakness for Indiana, and punishes them. But Indiana tries to strike early, playing in the open court. Earlier, Diana was asked about her weight at UConn. It was 180. She says now it's 155. Whether she's coming off a screen, pulling up in transition, or hitting a step back with a defender in her face, Clark's shooting is elite. The logo 3 is one of her trademarks, a shot most would never try, but for her, it's just another play. Her handles are equally impressive. She has a tight dribble, navigates traffic easily, drives to the basket, creates separation, or sets up teammates. Her ball control makes her a nightmare for defenders. But what truly separates Caitlin Clark is her mentality, the fire, the intensity, the will to win. She leads by example, hustling every play, inspiring teammates, and delivering in clutch moments. The spotlight never phases her. If you're a fan of high-level basketball, Caitlin Clark's game is a masterclass in skill and IQ. Let us know in the comments your favorite Caitlin Clark moment. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching True WNBA, we'll see you in the next one.